Welcome to Deep Thought, the constant effort to free ourselves of false beliefs. And this series, I've talked about false beliefs before, and 99.999% of us have some type of false belief. And we can't help it. In all honesty, we typically don't develop the false beliefs in older age. We can, but it happens before we even know it. It can happen before we're born, you know. Like I give some examples. One false belief is that the world is a hostile place and no one loves you or something. That could develop while you're still in the womb. If you come out, because a baby in the womb, as it's growing, it can still hear everything going on. And if the mother doesn't seem interested or got some hatred, it's a messed up environment, the child comes into the world, the child is going to be like traumatized and believes, hey, the world's a dangerous place. The world is a dangerous place. So, I got to sit back. I got to protect myself. I got to stay to myself. And they'll grow up like that. Or you got some children, maybe not go through that, but then have a mother who doesn't breastfeed them enough or show them enough attention. And the child feels abandoned. And then they develop a false belief. Hey, they got to do certain things in life not to be abandoned. And then as they maybe not get that, another one is, and this one, this is very prevalent out there. A child is got two parents. One of the parent might be controlling, or the parents might split up or something. Or parents not giving love. And, the child feels in love, so they develop the false belief they have to control someone in order to get love. Or they can grow, they can be in a situation where the parents were totally controlling their actions. They were totally controlling their actions. And as a result of that, they feel like, oh, they're a victim in everything. Everybody's trying to control them. So they develop a persona where, one, they could take what they would consider abuse, but also have a certain rebellious nature. And then you might have a child, they feel like, hey, they have to be perfect all the time. That's a false belief, but they feel like it, right? So this is before we haven't even reached adulthood yet, and people will have at least one false belief, or really several. I mean, it's very complex, and I'm gonna tell you what, it's not something where you can just watch a 15-minute video, listen to me read some books, everything, and you get rid of it. Because when I first learned about false beliefs, and my particular false beliefs, there's been a few times I said, and I told a mentor who first introduced me to false beliefs, I was like, yes, I'm healed of it. And he just shake his head, maybe smile a little bit. And then some will come up. I was like, damn, it's still there. But the best thing was being conscious of it. That's the best thing, to be conscious of your false beliefs. And it's an effort. It's a lifetime journey to free yourself, to confront the issues. Like I mentioned, the control thing. That's a false belief. It's tough to let that go because, see, sometimes with the false beliefs, we can get some victory with it. Like somebody who has a perfectionist false belief. You know what? Because of that, they can actually succeed in life. It's still a false belief they have to be perfect, but because they were smart, making money, made sure they always looked good, worked on their physicality. They could tell Rom about body game, make sure everything is looking perfect, always know to say the perfect things and everything, even find a mate along, who is attracted to all that. They can make money and everything, but someplace that false belief is going to show itself. Something's going to happen, and someone's going to see the reality. I use the perfectionist thing. People are going to find out no one is perfect. But then when that mask falls off and somebody gets past it, they don't like what they see. And then, something might happen and that perfectionist can't solve the problem. It's tough. And so you always got to fight it. You always got to fight it. You always got to free yourselves. Now, it's not impossible to get through it. It's not impossible. It really isn't. But it is work. It's work, and it's a constant effort. You got to work on it every single day. And every time, and usually, like I said, it'll be there, and you might not see it until there's a crossroads situation or something. Okay, you see this. This is your reaction. You can call it your trigger. All right, you got to free yourselves. And it's a constant effort, constant. It's a constant fight. It takes a lot. Like I say, it's not impossible, but it could take decades. It could take decades. Like I said, it's not something that, even if you're aware of it, even if somebody said, okay, did announce it, Jay, you got this, this, and this, it ain't going to go away in a few weeks. You talking something for a lifetime. Like, I can give you the example. The first example I use is somebody who was born into a hostile environment, so they learn to kind of draw into themselves to survive. That's lifetime. Like, from the moment before they were born, it's hard to break that. How you going? I mean, it can be done with a lot of work, because one of the things too, just because we have something, we're not stuck in anything. And it's just a general thing. Just understand. And I've talked about this. We're constantly growing. You can change. We either growing, you actually walking up a spiral staircase, or you walking down. You always want to keep walking up. If you keep walking up, yes, you can confront that thing, but it's still work. You still got to do the work and everything. It's a constant battle. Even to the point of your reaction. Like yesterday, I talked about, when someone hates a person they never met. You got to deal with that. You got to address that. Because that could be based on a false belief that you have. Like, okay, I used the control example. You might have a hate for somebody that you just you can't control them. You can't exercise any control over them, or you don't have the ability to control them. So you're just like, oh, I hate that person, But it's really, you don't hate you. It's not them, it's you. And it's stemming from you can't control them, You can't control them, but you don't need to control them, You got to fight that. It's a constant thing. And it's just, that's just life. Going through life, if it was easy, we wouldn't be here. Seriously, if it wasn't easy. It's mental challenges. We're meant to grow. And the biggest thing is bringing truth to who we are. And it's a tough fight, but you know what? It's a journey that you have to take. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Get back with y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings.